Meds aren't the main approaches to treat kidney ailment. Common medicines, for example, dietary and way of life changes can battle the indications and difficulties. Characteristic treatments can likewise treat the reason for kidney harm, implying that they can switch kidney harm as well as anticipate further harm later on. In the event that you have kidney sickness, you may not pee as regularly, particularly in case you're as of now on dialysis. So your body clutches abundance liquid and squanders, presenting genuine dangers to different organs, for example, your heart and lungs, just as to your general well-being. Changing your eating regimen limits the accumulation of waste items and liquids in your body, and to standardize electrolyte levels. Probably the soonest suggestion your primary care physician will make is to decrease your sodium and protein consumption. While these are the most ordinarily realized dietary changes to treat kidney illness, they aren't the main ones. Since queasiness, regurgitating and the runs are basic manifestations of kidney infection, a well-arranged eating routine likewise guarantees that you are getting enough calories and supplements. Remember that weight reduction isn't abnormal. Here are a portion of the other suggested dietary changes for individuals with kidney issues. 1. Be watchful about sanitation. A large number of us give shallow consideration to the security of our nourishment. In any case, when you have kidney sickness, it's fundamental that you do. A portion of the security techniques suggested for kidney transplant patients additionally apply to individuals with kidney harm who haven't had a transplant. Nourishment-borne sicknesses, for example, Salmonella and E. coli, can be lethal. On the off chance that you have a kidney ailment, you're significantly progressively defenseless against the harm they can cause. Practice legitimate nourishment readiness, cleanliness, and refrigerate food sources that should be kept virus. You ought to likewise maintain a strategic distance from nourishments, for example, chili cuts, unpasteurized dairy items, unpasteurized juices, crude or uncommon meats and fish, crude or half-cooked eggs, and sprouts. 2. Screen starch consumption. Diabetes is one of the main sources of kidney sickness. The infection influences how your body utilizes insulin, or may cause an issue with the generation of insulin. Insulin uses glucose, however, when you have diabetes, this procedure is disabled. This prompts elevated levels of glucose that harm minor vessels in your kidneys called nephrons. At whatever point you eat starches, your blood glucose or glucose levels rise. Eating the correct sugars, entire grains, and the perfect sum, in view of your weight and action level, keeps your blood glucose levels as steady as could be allowed and diminishes harm to your kidneys. 3. Lessen cholesterol levels. In case you're living with kidney sickness, you're increasingly inclined to cardiovascular maladies, for example, respiratory failures and strokes. Cholesterol is one of the primary contributing variables to these ailments. It's a kind of fat, and it can amass in your blood, causing blockages of the vessels. Dietary changes that help to decrease cholesterol incorporate staying away from nourishments with trans and immersed fats. Trans fats are found in numerous pre-bundled nourishments, and immersed fats incorporate spread, margarine, meat and dairy items. Nourishments that help to lower or control cholesterol incorporate fiber from sources, for example, vegetables, products of the soil, grains, and fish oil. When cooking, stick to solid fats, for example, olive oil. Stay away from canola oil, as a significant part of the rapeseed, from which canola comes, is hereditarily altered. Picking natural brands is a more beneficial alternative. 4. Eat more foods grown from the ground. These sound nourishments are pressed with strong cell reinforcements that help to lessen the attacks of maladies, for example, kidney infection and diabetes. Non-dull vegetables are especially great since they don't raise your glucose levels as much as organic products or boring vegetables. They help to hold your blood glucose under control. Products of the soil likewise support your safe framework and shield you from ailments and diseases. Bacterial or viral contaminations can do extra harm to your kidneys, so discovering approaches to keep them under control is basic. 5. Get enough calories, however not very many. A sound measure of calories has a few purposes when you have kidney issues. To begin with, they help to avert weight reduction, which is a typical symptom of this medical issue. They give fuel to your body to use as vitality and battle weakness, another result of kidney harm. Be that as it may, on the off chance that you devour such a large number of calories you make increasingly squander items in your body, more work for your kidneys, and higher glucose. This isn't what you need to do. Feast plans can assist you with getting the perfect measure of calories for your weight and action level. At the point when you have kidney malady, you ought to counsel with your primary care physician and a dietitian to make a supper plan that works for you. 6. Get exhortation on nutrient enhancements. A few nutrients and minerals may hurt your kidneys or worsen kidney malady, while as prior referenced, others can be very viable in battling kidney issues. Address your characteristic specialist or dietitian first about the best nutrient and homegrown enhancements to take. Click the link in the description for more information.